In this video, I'm going to show the application of maximum release rules in HEC-ResSim. First thing we do is we edit our reservoir properties, and we're going to put these into the flood control zone, because remember, when HEC-ResSim is in the flood control zone or above top of conservation, it wants to release as much water as it possibly can, actually up to the physical limits, in order to be able to get back down to the top of conservation as soon as possible. So a maximum release rule will limit that. So I want to show some maximum release rules just to show how HEC-ResSim handles those rules in the flood zone. So we'll develop a new rule. We'll call the first one max 50, operates the release from the reservoir, simple release function. Make it a function of date. We'll call that 50. Now add another rule and call it max of 100. Again, a simple release function, function of date, limit type of maximum. And it's a maximum release of 100 CFS, and it's throughout the entire year. Before I run this, I want to go check my alternative, because I do want to make sure that I am starting this in the flood zone. Top of conservation was 75, so I'm going to put this at 77 to make sure that we're actually starting in the flood zone. Now, whenever HEC-ResSim has two maximum release rules, again, there is the priority of rules, but if you just have the maximum release rules in the flood zone, then HEC-ResSim is going to take the lowest of these two maximums. And the reason it does that is because if it limits it to a maximum of 50, then it's actually satisfying both rules, because if it's releasing 50, it satisfies maximum of 50 and also satisfies maximum of 100, so it will take the lowest maximum in this case. So just to show that, we'll go ahead and compute the model. We'll look at the results, and you can see here that it is just releasing a maximum of 50, and because you have 500 CFS coming into the reservoir, but you're only releasing 50, the pool is going to rise. So that's why you see this rise higher into the flood pool. Now, if we change the priority of these rules, we can decrease the priority to where now you have a maximum of 100 at top and a maximum of 50 below. You'll see that we're not actually going to get anything different, again, because all it's doing is looking at these two maximum release rules and taking the lowest maximum. So we'll go ahead and recompute it. Plot the results, and you can see that once again you do have a release of 50 CFS, same rise in the pool elevation. So that's how HEC-ResSim would handle two maximum release rules in the flood zone. So hopefully this will give you a better understanding of the behavior of multiple maximum release rules. I also have a video showing multiple minimum release rules in the conservation zone to help you start understanding some of the basics of how HEC-ResSim behaves and how HEC-ResSim handles these rules. So thanks for watching this video. Feel free to search my channel for other videos on HEC-ResSim, including a video where I show how to develop this model that I've actually been using to show some of these examples.